unique sports athlete I've ever covered, Warren Sapp, who is a Hall of Famer, arguably one of the greatest, well, not arguably because he's in the Hall of Fame, one of the greatest defensive tackles to ever play. I'd say one of the two best three techniques to ever play the game. But Warren was difficult. Warren was not always nice to the media. The year the Bucs won their first Super Bowl, the season after that turned out to be Warren's last year with the Bucs. So it was going to be a big year for him because the Bucs were going to decide whether they wanted to sign him to another contract or let him, go into free agency. So before the season started, I did a sit down interview with Warren, which he rarely did. And we talked about a variety of things. We talked about the Super Bowl. And I asked him, what does he remember most about that Super Bowl? And he said, before kickoff, there's so much pregame stuff that goes on. They sing like a billion songs before the game even kicks off. Well, Celine Dion sang God Bless America. And I don't know if you've ever heard Celine Dion sing God Bless America, but she does an amazing rendition of it. It's, you never know she was Canadian by how well she sings a song. It's a very moving song. Well, when the cameras were panning on the sideline, you saw Warren Sapp crying, just bawling. And I asked that, I said, why was he crying? I said, was it the moment you're in the Super Bowl? And he said, no, I was thinking about my brother. He's like, when I was in high school, I had a brother who was shot and killed. And I was just thinking how great it would have been for my brother to have seen this, to have been here. And in that moment, it humanized Warren Sapp. Here was a guy who wasn't the nicest to Tampa Bay fans. In fact, I've seen him be downright ugly to Tampa Bay. But in that moment, it humanized him. And then he became Warren again because I asked him about his Super Bowl ring. And he said he loved to wear it. And he said he actually, during the offseason, had gone to a Philadelphia 76ers basketball game in Philadelphia. Okay. Well, for those of you that don't know your Tampa Bay history, the Bucs had to beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. The very last game in Veterans Stadium, the Bucs shut down the Vet to advance to the Super Bowl. So they are not welcome in Philadelphia, especially Rondé Barber.